Hello.
Okay, could everyone please turn on their videos and please remain quiet until your name is called. 36th District Court is back in session with the Honorable Raeigen Evans presiding. While court's in session, there's no talking, reading, eating, sleeping, making noise of any kind. Name is called, unmute your device and give your full attention to the court.
Sierra Simone Riley.
No one say anything at this point. Just wait for me to call your case, okay?
Okay, I apologize.
Okay, just no one has to apologize, just don't talk. This is the People versus George Ruffin, ticket number P1094232, count one, drive while license suspended. I'm sorry, count one, drive while license suspended, count two, no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number P1323193, count one, drive while license suspended, count two, pass on right. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Ms. Tesfamarian.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Tesfamarian on behalf of Mr. George Ruffin. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
George Albert Ruffin Jr.
Thank you. Your Honor, the plea is guilty on the charges.
Okay, he wants to take advantage of the offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand, Mr. Ruffin. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Tesfamarian today in private about your case and your rights.
Excuse me?
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you.
You had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Tesfamarian today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of March 3rd, 2022 at approximately 1:40 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Raeigen and Lansdowne in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2012 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you pass on the right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask that. Did you, I didn't mean to ask that. Did you drive while your license was suspended?
Yes.
Okay, you're satisfied with the factual basis?
Counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you stipulate to the face of the ticket as to count two, which is the civil infraction.
So stipulated.
And then you, okay, and then you stipulate to probable cause as to the remaining counts and ticket number ending in 232 for all those to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, those are dismissed without prejudice. We will proceed to sentencing. There is a fine. It looks like this is 200. Wait, give me one moment, please.
Yes, this is
3, 1, 3, 2, 3. So you know what, Miss Tesfamarian, the civil infraction, that's already in default.
Yes, Your Honor, would you consider a motion to pull it from default status?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so then now the amount is, let me look at my calculator. It's gonna be 175 will be the amount that, and it's due in 2 weeks. So you need to pay this 175 by August 3rd, and then I will waive the fine for the no insurance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you saying you signed it or are you waiving? It's
I
just
will
three.
set aside.
Okay.
So the court will set aside the default.
Thank you.
Any questions, Mr. Ruffin?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you're all set. You make sure you pay this 175 by August 3rd. If you don't, it's gonna go back into default, and then you'll incur late fees again and all that, okay?
Okay.
All right. This is the People versus Eric Robinson Bay. I don't think, have you spoken to him? Mr. Robinson Bay, have you spoken to Ms. Tessa Marion?
Yes,
Okay. This is People versus Eric Robinson Bay, ticket number P1253016, count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, count 3, drive while license suspended, ticket number P1253131, count 1, tinted window, front driver passenger windshield more than 4 inches. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, testimony on behalf of the client. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Eric Jamel Robinson Bay.
Thank you. Okay, how are we proceeding, Mr. Bay?
Not guilty.
Okay, so.
I,
raise your right hand. Go ahead. So there is an offer that if he makes admissions to count 1 with the misdemeanors, it'll be amended to improper place, and then he has to plead responsible to the civil infraction, everything will be dismissed. The civil infraction is a $120 fine, which will be due in 2 weeks.
Okay, we did discuss the offer. I do apologize, and it was declined. We'd ask that the matter be set for trial, a bench trial.
Okay, raise your right hand, Mr. Robinson Bay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
You can put your hand down. You understand you do have the right to a jury trial?
yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange? I'm sorry, to waive your right to a jury trial?
no,
You understand that by having a bench trial, the court will be the fact finder?
yes,
Okay, so the court is going to continue your not guilty plea set for a bench trial on September 21st at 9 o'clock. Did you have any questions?
is it possible to change that date?
No, this is the date, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
all right, you're all set. Okay, this is the People versus Jose De Jesus Gutierrez. Ticket number P1254317, count 1, driver's license never acquired, count 2, expired plates, count 3, no proof of insurance. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, testimony on behalf of the client. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
He's muted.
Say it louder.
He's muted. Unmute your device, Mr. De Jesus.
Okay, so there's an offer of him pleading responsible to the civil infraction. Does he wish to avail himself to that offer?
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
He's muted.
All right, so with that, you stipulate to the face of the ticket, Ms. Tessa Marion?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you stipulate the probable cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so counts 1 and 3 will be dismissed without prejudice. Counts 2, the court will proceed to sentencing on. This is a civil infraction. There's going to be a fine of $140, which is due in 2 weeks. You need to make sure you have it paid by August 3rd. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
right, you are all set, sir.
Thank you.
We can't hear. Did you hear Mr. De Jesus Gutierrez? Mr. Jose, Senor Jose?
Yes,
About English? About, do you speak English?
a little bit.
Do you understand what happened?
Yep.
Okay, so you're all set, you gotta pay $145. You got to August 3rd.
Yeah, tomorrow I go pay.
Say that again?
Tomorrow I go pay.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Pay it tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank
So you're all
you.
set.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Then Adam, this is the
Bye.
people versus John DeLeon, ticket number P 1258-222, count 1, improper plates, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, count 3, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Lucille Towns, testimony on behalf of Mr. John DeLeon. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
I don't see him, so I don't know if he left. I don't see him, so we'll.
Your Honor, the matter, the offer was declined. My client would like to set this for a bench trial. He waived his right to a jury trial.
Okay, so I'll set it for September 21st at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tessa. One moment. All right, this is the people versus David DeCiso. Sir, did you talk to Ms. Tessa Marion? You can unmute yourself.
No, I did not.
Okay, so here the offer is failed to display. If you make admissions, there's gonna be a $200 fine. I'll give you till August 17th to pay it. Do you wanna take that offer?
Well, can I just say something real quick?
You don't need to say anything. If you need to speak to Ms. Tessa Marion, we can recall your case. I'll give you a chance to speak with her. But that's the offer.
200, how do I pay it?
You can pay it online, you can pay it in person. There's kiosks around the city in CVS or Myers where you can pay it. There's a phone number I can give you where you can pay it over the phone.
Yeah,
I'll give you till August 17th. If you needed more time, I'd give you more time.
no, I mean, if you can just give me the phone number, I can pay it today.
No problem. So did you want
Let
to
me-
take that offer?
Yeah,
No
let me get a, yeah, I'll get a pen so I can write the number down. Go ahead.
Okay, well, okay. So this is the people versus David, how do you pronounce it? Is it DeCiso?
Yeah, it's close enough.
No, how do you say it?
DeCico.
DeCico. This is
Yeah.
people versus David DeCico, ticket number 227295, count 1, no operators licensed in possession. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, testimony on behalf of the client. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
David Benedict DeCico.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer. My client would like to avail himself of that offer.
Okay, Mr. DeCico, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or
Yeah.
affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Tessa Marion and the court on the record about your case and your rights. Is that correct?
Yes, yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
You're pleading of your own free will?
yes,
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
yes,
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
yes,
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
yes,
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of February 9, 2021 at approximately 10:55 a.m. on that date and time, were you at and near the location of Grand River and Stanley in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2020 Ford vehicle?
yes,
Did you not have your operator's license in possession?
Yes, or no?
Satisfied the factual basis, Ms. Testament? I'm sorry, you said
Counsel-
yes?
Yeah, I mean, I forgot. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, you're satisfied the factual basis, Ms. Marion?
Counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, the court's also satisfied. We'll amend the count to fail to display. We'll proceed to sentencing. As indicated, there will be a $200 fine that is due on August 17th. You wanted the phone number to pay it. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
855-798-1547.
Okay, when I call that number, do I just give them the case number?
I think so. The case number or your name. Yeah, just keep your ticket number on you.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you.
Okay, I don't see Idrissa Jajenko. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have Candace Dawson. Ms. Dawson, unmute yourself, please. Okay, we don't even have to discuss this. I'm gonna just call the case. This is the People versus Candace Dawson, ticket number U25009015. Count one, enter or remain on private property when closed. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Marion.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, Marion, on behalf of the client. Would you state your full name for the record, please?
Candace Dawson.
Thank you.
The offer is to dismiss. You
$200 fine.
Marion. Okay, Ms.
Offer is to dismiss. We would concur in that offer to dismiss the charge. Your Honor, we hope this honorable court would concur in that recommendation by the prosecution.
Right, yes, you stipulate to probable cause?
So stipulated.
Okay, so this matter is dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Dawson, you are all set. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
This is the People well, before I go on the record, Devin Dottie, are you here? I don't see. I see Andre Robinson, Brandon Robinson, Aya Ryan.
Judge, I'm letting you in. Mr. Dye.
Okay, Timothy Robinson. You here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you're on the phone. All right, so Mr. Robinson, your offer is failed to display. So kind of like the last case we just did, it would be a $200 fine. I'll give you till August 17th to pay it. If you needed more time, I'd give you more time. Did you want to take that offer or did you want to speak to Ms. Marion?
Is there any points that come with it?
I can't hear you, sir.
0 points. It would be 0 points,
Nope.
sir.
All right. Thank you, Ms.
0 points in August what?
August 17th
August
to pay.
17th.
Mhm.
If you need more
$200.
time, I'll give you to September 21st.
That's fine.
You need more time, September the 21st?
Yeah.
Okay, September the 21st, Your Honor, would ask for, till September the 21st to pay.
Okay, let's go on the record. Let me call the case. Just make sure, Mr. Robinson, you keep your voice up because you kind of trail off at the end. This is ticket number, the People
Okay.
versus Timothy Robinson, ticket number SH1000411. I'm not sure if this is, or two. Count one, no operator's license on person. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Marion.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, Mariam, on behalf of Mr. Timothy Robinson. I understand there is an offer. My client would like to avail himself of that offer. He understands his rights.
All right, Mr. Robinson, raise your right hand.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know when you're raising. I can't see you.
I'm on the phone.
I know you're on the phone. You gotta say okay or it's raised.
Okay, it's raised.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Marion all out in the open about your case and your rights, correct?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Did you give an answer?
Yes.
Okay, knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna direct your attention to the date of August 24, 2021, at approximately 2:10 PM on that date and time, were you at or near the location of Outer Drive and Lappin in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2016, is this Porsche?
Yes.
Okay, and did you not have your operator's license on your person?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you're satisfied with the factual basis, Ms. Testamarian?
Also satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor.
Court's officer satisfied with the factual basis will accept the admission and amend this count to fail to display will proceed to sentencing. It's gonna be a $200 fine. You have to have it paid by September 21st, okay?
Okay.
All right, there, Ms. Tesfamarian, as far as Akila Robinson, the trial, we do have Officer Corporal Hawk here. It looks like, the offer is to adjourn for defendant to return with SOS approved driver's certificate. So she takes the driver's improvement course. It looks like there would be an offer of to the civil infraction, I guess. So do you want to just go on the record to adjourn this?
Miss Akila Robinson, where's Miss Robinson?
I'm here.
Okay, did you hear what the judge said, Miss Akila Robinson? Looks like if you take this driver improvement course, then the offer would be to plead responsible to a civil infraction. That, let's see, what is the initial what is the initial charge, Your Honor?
You know what? Let me pull it up because I don't have it. One second. Oh, I have it. I'm sorry. I have it. Thank you. Okay, the initial charge is stop, street, or intersection failed to display. That is count 2. Count 3 is drove while license not valid or improper license. And I think there's one more, which would be count 1, which is speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over posted speed. So the offer would be to plead to the stop, street, or intersection failed to stop, and then dismiss counts 1 and 3.
I'm not showing that on the docket here.
That's what it is. It's SP 1190321, 2, and 3. Like I said, 1 is speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour posted speed. 2 is stop, street, or intersection failed to stop, and it's on the docket on the first page at 8:30.
8:30.
3 is drove while license not valid or improper license.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Stand to be corrected. Okay, I understand that's set for trial today. Has the officer appeared?
Corporal Hoff is here.
Okay,
So the offer is if she adjourns it, then if there's a stipulation to adjourn, she takes a driver's improvement course, then she can plead responsible to count 2, the fail to stop, which is still 3 points. And then there's going to be a fine, but counts 1 and 3 would be dismissed. Or we could just go to trial.
Okay, Miss Robinson, you want to take the adjournment? And that would give you an opportunity to take the driver improvement course. And they will visit that offer and offer a better deal for you in regards to this matter. Is that what you choose to do?
Yes.
Okay, we'll proceed in accordance with the recommendation of the prosecutor.
Okay, this is the People versus Akila Robinson, ticket number SP 1193032, count 1, speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over posted speed. Count 2, stop street or intersection, fails to stop. Count 3, drove while license not valid or improper license. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Corporal Hawk.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Nicholas Haupt, badge 1789, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, Tesfa Marion, on behalf of the client, Ms. Akila Robinson. Ms. Robinson, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Akila Robinson.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is a recommendation by the prosecutor to adjourn this matter. For my client to take consideration to take a driver improvement course, and at that time there would be an offer that's written out. It's written out as well right now that's available to her. My client would like to avail herself of that recommendation.
All right, so the court is gonna adjourn this and set this for August 17th at 8:35. So you got, well, you know what? I'll give you a little bit more time than that. I'll give you to the August 19th, excuse me. No. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do September 21st.
August 21st,
September 21st.
September 21st. And she would make arrangements with the probation department to take the driver improvement course, or how would that be?
Well, she can call the Secretary of State. I think that on their website, there's a number of driver improvement courses that they have. She can contact them. But if she wants to call the probation
Yeah, they
department,
give it.
or she can call the probation department. I have the number if she's ready.
I am ready.
313-965-3414.
And they'll make the arrangements, the contact for her to take the course.
No, they're just gonna get there.
I think they'll just give her like, they'll refer her. And
Okay.
she probably has to make the arrangements herself.
All right, so they'll help you with the referral.
And the court date is September 21st, Your Honor.
Yes.
So you should have completed that course before that date. Mhm.
Do you have any other questions, Ms. Robinson?
No, I appreciate you and your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Oh, I see Mr. Dottie is here. We can do that one. I thought I had it. Maybe I don't. This is the People versus Devin Dottie. Mr. Dottie, there is an offer that if you plead to improper place, then the original count will be dismissed. You'll be pleading to improper place. There will be a turn your video on, Mr. Dottie, and unmute yourself. He's not answering, so we're gonna move on. He's not answering. We'll move on from Mr. Dottie. He's not answering. All right, what about Ms. Nakaya Ryan? Her offer is if she pleads to count 1 of I don't know why I don't have count here.
The name again?
Ms. Ryan, Nakaya Ryan. Give me 1 second. Let me print this out. SP 911-283. Okay, so for Ms. Ryan, there is an offer that's printing out right now. Okay. That if she pleads to, okay, so the count is driving while license suspended. If she pleads to that, it's repeat offender. If she pleads to that, then everything else would be dismissed, which would be the no insurance misdemeanor. Actually, there's 2 counts of no insurance misdemeanor. So the insurance thing would be dismissed. The driving while license suspended, you would have to make admissions to. I would give you a fine of $200. That would be on August 3rd. Like everyone else, if you needed more time, I would give you more time to pay that. I'm not August 3rd, I'm sorry, August 17th. If you needed more time, I would give you to September 21st. So you can either take that offer. If you need to speak to Ms. Testamarian, we can recall it and you can go into a breakout room with her.
The driving while license suspended as a repeat offender, would that be amended down or as first
No.
offender or
No,
Stri-
the
it
offer
would be
is as charged.
as charged? Okay, Ms. Ryan, are you interested in that offer?
Yeah, so that means everything else would be dismissed if I plead guilty to repeat offender driving while license and pay 200.
And that would be 2 points against your driving record.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right then.
This is the people versus Nakai. Am I pronouncing your first name correctly?
Nakia.
Nakia Ryan, ticket number SP 11983. Count 1, drive while license suspended, repeat offender. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, and then ticket number 1840648. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning. Please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Testamarian.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Testamarian on behalf of the client. Would you state your full name for the record, Ms. Ryan?
Nakia Ryan.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is an offer. My client would like to avail herself of that offer. She understands her rights.
All right, Ms. Ryan, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court, Ms. Testamarian, all out and open about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of October 2nd, 2018 at approximately 7:06 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Artesian and Warren in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2007 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving while your license was suspended?
Yes.
Were you a repeat offender?
Yes.
Okay, you're satisfied with.
Counsel satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor.
Okay. The court is also satisfied with the factual basis. We'll accept the admissions. You stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
So those matters are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's going to be a $200 fine. You want to pay it on August 17th or the 21st of September?
The 21st is great.
Okay, so it'll be due September 21st. Any questions?
No.
Okay, you're all set, Ms. Ryan. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We have Andre Robinson. Mr. Robinson, you. One moment. All right, so you might, I don't know, you might want to talk to him. Because he has a number of cases. Yeah, we'll recall his, and you can talk to him, Ms. Testamarian. You want his offer?
All right, I'll hear the offer.
The offer is ticket number P1225413. If he makes submissions to count 1, that's failed to display, count 2 as charged, and then dismiss everything else. There is a state ticket, which I'll dismiss it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll
And
let you talk. We can recall him. I'll let you talk to him.
his name?
That's Andre Robinson.
Thank you.
Okay, so then we have, is this? For here, Benny Daughtery, I'll bring him in. Okay, All right, Mr. Is it Daughtery?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm moving fast. Now, if you want to talk to the lawyer, you can do that, but here's the thing. So you have basically 3 tickets. The prosecutor has offered that if you make admissions to the drive with revoked license, they'll amend that to fail to display. No points. I will give you a fine of $200. You could pay it on August 17th. If you needed more time, you could pay it on September 21st. The other counts, drive unregistered vehicle and no insurance, would be dismissed. Did you want to take that offer, or did you want to have talk to the attorney?
No, I'll take that off.
Okay, this is the People versus Benny Daughtery. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ticket number SP 1200066, count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, and count 3, drive with revoked license. Good morning, please, or good afternoon. Please say your names for the record, starting with
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Tesfamer on behalf of Mr. Doherty. Start with you, state your full name for the record, please.
Benny Doherty.
Thank you. Yeah, there is an offer. My client would like to avail himself of that offer.
All right, Mr. Daughtery, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Testamarian all out in the open about your case and your rights. That was a question.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Discuss your case? Okay, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today? Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of May 14, 2021 at approximately 1:14 p.m. On that date and time, were you at near the location of Davidson and 6 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2003 GMC vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your license revoked, driver's license revoked while you were driving?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied, Ms. Testamarian?
Also satisfied.
All right, court is also satisfied the factual basis will amend the count to fail to display will proceed to sentencing. As indicated, Mr. Daughtery, there's gonna be a $200 fine. You can have, you can either have it paid by August 7th or 17th, or did you need more time?
I wanted to do it by September. You said September?
September 21st. It's due
Okay.
then. You have questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Devin Dottie, you had your hand up. Are you around? You can turn your video on and unmute yourself. And how about Brandon Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your offer is if you plead to, you are charged with driver license suspended, unregistered vehicle, and no insurance. So if you plead to the unregistered vehicle, that would be amended to improper plate. Then the driver license suspended and no insurance would be dismissed. It'll be a $200 fine, just like everybody else. You could pay it on August 17th or the 21st. You want to take it, or do you want to talk to Ms. Testamarian?
Your Honor, no insurance would be dismissed. And what's with the driving while license suspended? What was the offer on that?
He would plead to the unregistered or untitled vehicle. It'll be amended to improper plate, and then the no insurance, the driver license suspended will be dismissed.
Thank you. Very well. Did you hear that, Mr. Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want to take that offer?
Yes.
That's a good offer. Thank you.
The People versus Brandon Robinson, ticket number SP 9966647, count 1, drive while license suspended. Count 2, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, and count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Good afternoon, Tess Famari on behalf of the client. Mr. Robinson, Brandon, would you state your full name for the record?
Brandon Robinson.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer by the people. My client would like to avail himself of it.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Robinson. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Tessa Marion, all in public or on the record about your case and your right.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yeah.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of May 25th, 2019 at 5:51 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Pembroke and Prevost in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You driving a 2005 Cadillac vehicle?
Yeah. Yes.
What was that vehicle, unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
All right, you satisfied, Ms. Testamarian?
Counsel satisfied.
Satisfied with factual basis, will amend the account to improper place. You stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed.
And so stipulated.
So those matters are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There'll be a $200 fine. You want to pay it on September 21st. That's when it's due.
Yes.
Any questions?
No. September 21st is good.
That's when it's due. All right, so you are all set.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. I see Mr. Dottie Mr. Dottie, can you turn your video on or mute yourself? I don't know what's going on. No, the host can't, you can unmute yourself. We can't. To unmute yourself, you just look on the bottom left-hand corner, all the way in the corner. There's a microphone. You tap that. All right, do we have the Rileys here? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't have an offer, but this is what I'm gonna do, Ms. Pestamarian. I will do fail to display for Mr. Riley for count 1, and then count 2 dismiss. And then for Miss Riley, I'll do improper plate for count 2 of SP 1089138. I'll do improper plate and then dismiss everything else.
And the improper plates, that's for no insurance?
It's actually the charge is improper plate. So she would just be pleading as charged.
All right, and that would be dismissing how many other counts?
Then the other 2 would be dismissed. So
All
count
right.
1 of that ticket, and then there's a whole nother, I'm sorry, count 1 and 3 would be dismissed. So she pleads
All right.
count 2 and dismiss 1 and 3.
Okay, sounds good.
And then it would be the same, Ms. Riley and Mr. Riley, of the $200 fine. You can pay it on August 17th or September 21st.
August 17th will be fine.
Did you guys want to take that offer? Or did you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Riley, okay.
Mr. Petway, it keeps saying, I'm the
Now,
host. It keeps saying Mr. Dottie, I can't turn on his video, or it's saying that the host won't let him.
Right,
What
right.
he didn't
But he-
allow it, so when he logged in, he didn't allow it when he.
Oh, no, not you, Miss Riley. You talking about Mr. Dottie. He's in,
Yeah.
he just won't unmute himself or turn on his video.
Right, he needs to
When
just
you
unmute
first set up the
himself.
program, it to ask
No,
you,
not
do you
you,
want
Miss
to
Riley.
Oh,
allow?
Miss
Miss
Riley,
Riley.
Miss Riley, you good. You ain't gotta say nothing. You good. Mr. Dottie, I can't unmute you, sir. You gotta unmute yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna call the Rileys. This is people versus Sierra Riley, ticket number, I'm gonna do you first, Miss Riley. SP 1089138, count 1, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle, count 2, improper plates, and count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lucille Towns Tesfamari on behalf of Miss Sierra Riley. Your Honor, I understand there is a, would you state your full name for the record, Miss Riley?
Sierra Riley.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer in the file. I understand my client would like to avail herself of that offer.
All right, Miss Riley, raise your right hand. Is your right hand raised? I can't.
Yes.
Do you swear or furnish the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Testamarian out on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of June 8, 2020 at approximately 2:51 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Grand River and Myers in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you, I don't know if you were driving or
Driving.
okay, were you driving a 2004 Lincoln vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have the proper plates?
Yes, ma'am.
You're satisfied, Ms. Tessamarian?
Also satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, you stipulate proper cause as the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
So then dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's the $200 fine, and you said August 17th was okay for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can have it paid by then. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
You're all set. Mr. Riley, did you want to take that offer of fail to display for count 1 and then dismiss the no insurance? Did you want to?
Yes.
Okay. This is the people versus Jerome Riley, ticket number 173-05175, count 1. No operator's license on person, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Good afternoon, please say your name for the record, starting with Ms. Testamarian.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Tesfamari on behalf of Mr. Riley. Mr. Riley, would you state your full name for the record, sir?
Jerome Riley.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer by the people. My client would like to avail himself of that offer.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Riley. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Testamarian on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of March 19, 2017 at approximately 9:40 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Livernois and 6 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You driving 2001 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
Did you not have your operator's license on your person?
No.
Okay, you're satisfied with the factual basis of this testimony?
Counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, the court is also satisfied, will accept the admission, amend the count to fail to display. You stipulate the probable cause as to the count 2 to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
Okay, that's dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's also $200 fine, Mr. Riley. You want to pay it August 17th or September 21st?
August 17th.
You are all set. Any questions, sir?
No,
You are all set, sir. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we got, we did Andre Robinson. You're gonna need to speak to the testimonian about that one, because we got a lot going on. And let's see about Mr. Robbie Robinson. Let's see. You guys drove our license on valid or improper license, 2 counts of that. I will dismiss one, fail to display, $200 fine. The other one will be dismissed. They're both the same counts. And you've heard the dates, August 17th to September 21st. You can pay it, or you can speak to Ms. Robinson if you like.
What day?
Go ahead.
What day is that?
You can pay it by August 17th or September 21st.
I'll take September.
Okay, so you want to take the offer?
What's the offer again, Your Honor?
I would do fail to display on one of the tickets and then dismiss the other. They're the same charge.
And there's 2 tickets.
Yes.
Thank you, Your
Both
Honor.
are drove while license not valid or improper license.
All right.
So I would do, so, okay, you want to take that, Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. This is the People versus Robbie Robinson, ticket number SP 520405, count 1, drove while license not valid. Ticket number SP 802227, count 1, drove while license not valid. I'm sorry, or improper license. Good afternoon. Please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Testamarian.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Towns, Testimony on behalf of the client. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Robinson.
Thank you. Your first name was?
Robbie.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer by the people. My client would like to avail himself of the offer.
Raise your right hand. Mr. Robinson. The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. You can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Testamarian and the court on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, so you wish to continue with your guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of March 8th, 2018 at approximately 12:41 p.m. on that date and time. Were you at or near the location of Connor and Kenmore in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving 2011 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving while your license was not valid or improper license?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, Ms. Testamarian?
Counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, the court's also satisfied with the factual basis and then the counsel failed to display will proceed to sentencing. There's going to be a $200 fine. Did you want to pay it on the 17th of August or did you need more time?
I thought it said September.
September 21st is when
Yeah.
it's due.
How much is it? $200 fine?
It's $200 fine. Any other questions?
September 21st.
Yes.
I want to know, like, if I pay this doctor, I did like get my license back sometimes.
You said if you pay this, would you be able to get your license back?
Yeah, do I get any other fines I gotta pay?
There might be some reinstatement fees. You got to contact the Secretary of State.
Okay. That's it.
Mr. Gotti, we tried to call you a couple times.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Move your hat.
That's okay. That's okay. So the offer for your case is
Excuse me,
improper plea.
Judge, excuse me, Mr. Dottie, you have to take off your hat.
Oh, my bad, sir.
Okay, so the offer is improper plate. I don't know, you haven't been listening. Well, you have been listening. It's improper plate. It would be a $200 fine. You can pay it on August 17th or September 21st. Did you want to take that offer of improper plate? No points, or did you want to speak to this testimony?
I'll take that offer.
Okay, this is People versus Devin Dottie, ticket number SP 1213540, count 1, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Good afternoon. Please say your name for the record, starting with.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Test for Marion on behalf of Mr. Dottie. Mr. Dottie, would you state your full name for the record?
Devin Ray Doty.
Okay, Your Honor, there is an offer. My client would like to avail himself of that offer.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Doty. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Testamarian on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone
Actually, I
threatened-
guess I didn't really hear you on that.
Did you have a conversation with the court or with the attorney about your rights on the record?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to June 12th, 2021, 7:35 p.m. on that date and time where you added near the location of Jefferson and Randolph in the city of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2005 Audi vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Was the vehicle unregistered or untitled?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're satisfied, Ms. Testamarian?
Counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
First officer satisfied the factual basis will amend the count in proper place, will proceed to sentencing. There's going to be a $200 fine. You want to pay it on August 17th or September 21st?
Whichever one's sooner.
August 17th. Any questions?
Where do I pay that at?
You can pay it online. There's kiosks around the city and CVS or Myers, or there's a phone number. Whenever you're ready, I can give you the phone number.
All right.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
I'm ready.
Oh, 855-798-1547.
All righty. Thank you.
All right, you're all set. Mr. Robinson, we can try to figure yours out. You want to try to figure it out? You ready to go? All right, so here's Mr. Robinson.
First name?
Andre Robinson.
All right.
Okay, so the offer is for ticket number P1225413. The offer is if he makes admissions to count one, which is drive while license suspended, amend that to fail to display. And then plead to the improper plates, which is count two. Count three would be dismissed. And then the other ticket with counts 1 and 2, no insurance and no driver's license ever required, those would be dismissed. And then there's the state ticket. I would dismiss that too. Now, what I would do, I would give him a fine for the fail to display, and I would waive the fine for the other ticket. So it'll just be $200.
All right. On that first ticket, count three dismissed, what was that charge?
No insurance misdemeanor.
Thank you. All right. Where's Mr. Robinson?
Right here.
Okay, did you hear the offer, Mr. Robinson? That's a good offer. I would advise you to take it.
I would to take it too.
Thank you.
All right. Listen, thank you for your patience, Mr. Robinson and Mr. Ray. All right, this is People versus Andre Robinson, ticket number P1225413, count one, drive while license suspended, count two, improper plates, count three, no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number 194414446, count one, drive license never acquired, count two, no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number X3797828, count one, no operators license on person. Good afternoon. Please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Testamarian.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Testimony on behalf of Mr. Andre Robinson. Sir, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Andre Robinson.
Thank you. Your Honor, there is an offer by the people. My client would like to avail himself of that offer.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Robinson. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you put your hand down. You had the opportunity to speak to the court and Ms. Tessamarian on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're pleading, I'm sorry, you're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of September 28th, 2021, at approximately 9:56 a.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Forer and Ellis in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you driving a 2016 Jeep vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving while your license was suspended?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have improper plates on that vehicle?
No, ma'am.
Your plates were improper?
I'm sorry.
Were your plates improper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, and you're satisfied with the factual basis, Ms.
Counsel,
Tessamarian?
counsel satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied with the factual basis, will amend count 1 to fail to display. You stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
All right, so those matters are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. For the fail to display, the court will order a fine of $200 and then would waive the fine for the improper plate. And you can have it paid by August 17th or September 21st.
September the 21st.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All set, sir.
Thank you. You have a blessed day. Be safe.
You too, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the people versus Luke Redmond. Ticket number 210. Mr. Redmond, here's the thing. So you have,
What's the name?
okay, this is Mr. Luke Redmond. So he has one ticket,
How's it spelled?
214. I'm sorry,
How's it spelled?
Luke, L-U-K-E, Redmond, Redmond, R-E-D-M-U-N-D.
They got that wrong. That's not how it's spelled, Your Honor. It's R-E-D-M-O-N-D.
Okay, first of all, he's not on the docket for today. He has a pre-hearing schedule. I highlighted. He has a pre-hearing schedule. He has a show cause schedule.
Before Judge. Before Judge.
Pre-hearing is scheduled for whatever day it is. That's one for us.
Oh, he has a show cause hearing for Judge. All right, so Mr. Redmond, you're not on the docket for today.
Yeah, I don't see him on the docket.
Yeah,
No.
so you have, here's a couple of things. You have an arraignment before myself, October 24th at 1:30. That's for this one ticket. And then you also have, oh no, that's okay. And then he owes this.
That's the one that comes out 300.
Oh, then you had one case that we closed out, where you owe $362. We closed that one out. But your next hearing is October 24th at 1:30. But you're not on our
Okay,
docket.
I never received any of that information. Maybe it's in mailing right now, but I was on a docket yesterday for Judge Evans, and he had us in a breakout room for 3 hours, and my phone died. So instead of
Yeah, we don't, right. So that's your next hearing. You also have what's called a pre-hearing August 30th at 10 o'clock. And that's in, I don't know, courtroom 200. So I don't know what the Zoom is for that, but you have that hearing as well. August 30th at 10, you have a hearing set.
May I ask what case number was you here on yesterday? You said he's on there. You said you were here yesterday?
Yes.
Did you, okay, I'm trying to see that. 19.
What was that case number?
Trying to see if it's on it, right?
See him on the docket for yesterday.
Yesterday was 19.
I don't see you on the docket for yesterday.
Okay, 1 second. I can find that case number if you guys need it.
I see you right here. 214942641.
Is that the same case number?
It's a show cause.
Is it one you need to get? Okay. So he came yesterday, but he wasn't scheduled. But he was scheduled.
He was scheduled. We'll just do it since we're here. The officer's drive-on license suspended.
What's the charge?
That's the charge. Drive-on license suspended. So I'll do fail to display.
And that was on yesterday's docket, Your Honor?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Case number?
Did you hear the offer, Mr. Redmond?
Yes, failed to display.
You want that offer?
If it's a fine, I'll take it.
It's
but, yeah,
0 points, 0 points.
that's fine.
All right. Otherwise, it would be 2 points against your driving record.
Yeah, I don't need it.
All right.
I'll call it. This is the People versus Luke Redmond, ticket number 214942664, count 1, drive-on license suspended. Good afternoon. Please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Tessa Marion.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lucille Towns Tesfamary on behalf of Mr. Luke Redmond. Sir, would you state your full name for the record?
Luke Redmond.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is an offer by the people. My client would like to avail himself of the offer.
All right. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court.
Yes.
And Tessa Marion on the record about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Threaten you, forced to promise you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today.
No.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of January 17, 2021 at approximately 7:59 a.m. on that date and time. Were you at or near the location of Outer Drive in Linden in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a Dodge vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving while your license was suspended?
Yes.
Are you satisfied? You said yes?
Yes.
Go ahead, Ms. Tessamarian.
Yes, counsel satisfied with the factual basis.
Okay, the court is also satisfied with the factual basis. Will amend the count for fail to display. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's going to be a $200 fine. Mr. Redmond, you can pay it on August 17th, or if you need more time, September 21st.
I'll take September 24th if not paid before then. I mean, you say September 21st?
Yes.
Yeah, I take it up to there, but I pay it before then.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
You're all set, sir.
Okay, I do have a question. What about the other tickets?
Well, one's been closed out and the other,
Now, meaning closed out, meaning it's just
you're done.
okay.
It's zeroed out. And then
Okay.
the other one,
It's pre-hearing.
you have a pre-hearing. Now, the other one, you have a pre-hearing set for August. I'm sorry, for this is not it. One you do have an arraignment set for October 24.
Right.
At 1:30.
That's a new case.
And that's a new case.
That's 1024, you say? I'm just writing this down because I haven't received any information. This new information to me.
Yeah, October 24th at 1:30. If you got insurance, I suggest you provide insurance on that day, October 24th at
1:30.
Okay. And that's an insurance ticket, right?
yes. So show some insurance on that day.
Okay. And what about the was it an August date for another ticket?
Free hearing date, August 20th.
You got a free hearing date on August 20th.
August
August
20th?
30th, what's that, August 30th?
August 30th, I'm sorry. August
10
30th.
o'clock.
Okay, August 30th at 10 o'clock.
And that's not this courtroom though.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't received any information, so maybe they'll send a postcard with the actual facts that you're giving me today.
Write it down in case you don't get nothing. So, then you have it.
Yeah, I did. I got court 1024 at 1:30 for no proof of insurance. Pre-hearing August the 30th at 10 a.m.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Pescaveri. It's been a pleasure.
You're very welcome.